The new parts have arrived from the factory without issue. They'll be fitted to the car in time for the next session.
Yeah, that's one of our aero upgrades come in very nicely. So, welcome to the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace around Interlagos here. And we're going to jump straight into it, not waste anybody's time today because, quite frankly, there's no need. Dry qualifying, dry race, looking well and good. Still got that to come for Abu Dhabi, but there is our upgrade, which now means we are the best aero team on this grid. Finally, Williams are no longer the best. And quite frankly, they not deserve to be the best. But look at that, not much left for them to upgrade to make Toro Rosso the best car on the field. And you can see there that still cars are bringing upgrades. I mean, look at that. That's incredible. So, the championship, like I said, we won in Russia. So, Sergio Perez is second, followed by Charles Leclerc, Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon, Sergei Sorokin, Daniel Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, and Lewis Hamilton, who round out the top 10. We won the Constructors at Mexico, thanks to our victory, but that was all was needed, really. As soon as we won that race, that was game over straight away. And score of the goose egg, Roman Grosjean. So we've got 2 races to rectify that for himself. You can see there, look at the Red Bull and the Ferrari down the bottom of the field. And we've got to sort that out, and we've got to sort that out quickly. So, with that being said, we're going to go get qualified, and then we're going to, well, do practice and then qualifying, and we'll see you guys for the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Where there's a will, well, there's a way. And nowhere has that fact been better demonstrated over the years than here at Interlagos. Remember Senna winning while fighting a gearbox that was jammed in 6th? 5 Drivers' Championship deciders in a row between 2005 and 2009. And of course, the passionate Brazilian fans packing the grandstands to capacity every year. And they're not about to stop now. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. And that gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Paul. What a season they've had. A well-deserved championship victory and the pressure now surely off with the title already in the bag.
I agree it's been a truly impressive season, but championship or no, I don't think they'll be gently cruising around to the finish line. In fact, with points no longer a concern, there's a lot less to risk, so we may even see a more aggressive approach.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Paul lines up on pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ocon, Bottas, Lance Stroll, and Sorokin, Leclerc, Alonso, Vettel, and Nico Hülkenberg, Ericsson, Verstappen, Kimi Räikkönen, and Hamilton, Magnussen, Gasly, Carlos Sainz, and Daniel Ricciardo. Grosjean and Stoffel van Dorn completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care.
Alrighty. First thing they're going to notice is somebody's had a haircut. Second thing they're going to notice is we're on pole. And to be honest, pole was pretty easy to get actually. It's going to be a simple one-stop today. Onto the super softs, onto the softs. No chance of rain, and yeah, I think we've got the car to do this. So let's jump on in there. Let's get this going, and let's have ourselves a great Brazilian Grand Prix. So here we go then. For the running of the Brazilian Grand Prix, Season 4 with the Toro Rosso team. 5 red lights are out, first lights out, and away we go. And actually, it was a pretty decent start, actually. It wasn't too bad of a start, but oh, there goes that Force India. That OP as hell Force India. Dear me. Honestly, what the hell? I think one of the Mercedes got past me as well. It looks like Valtteri Bottas got past us for P2. On the field. Oh, we've run very wide. That is not as wide as we should be going there. We've got, I think that's Bottas anyway. Yeah, that looks like Valtteri Bottas there in P3 as we go back. Who's that there? That is, oh, that's my man Gasly. My man Gasly trying to pass Lewis Hamilton in Ferradura. I think he'll get the job done. Into, well, I'm going to look at what that is, but this one's the Bica de Plato. Through the Bica up to the hairpin. Look at that view. We want to see a bit more of that view in that area. And are we still going to hang it around the outside through the Monero? And looks like Hamilton's going to keep P14 for now. Oh no, he's still going, is my man Gasly. Go get you some, Pierre. Pierre flying up the hill to the centre S, side by side with the Mercedes driver. He's got him now. That was a job done, thank you very much. We didn't want any more of that. We need to win
We're
the
accumulating some wear on the MG UK. To manage this,
Interlagos.
we'll need to lower our ERS deployment
Second
mode.
time round up to the Ferradura. Sergio Perez leads this race. Valtteri Bottas in third place. Into the Ferradura. We just love the Ferradura. You may hear some banging. Someone's doing some gardening outside. Unfortunately, I need the window open because this room is absolutely stifling at the minute. We don't need it any warmer than it needs to be, but unfortunately it is, and we can't do anything about that. So we've got to keep the window open. And if you hear the people in the background knocking, oh well, you hear the people in the background knocking. I can't do much about that. All I can tell them to shut up, and they don't listen to me. Speaking of not listening to me, here comes Esteban Ocon trying to pass Valtteri Bottas for P3. Up into the centre S, he's thinking the outside, going to the inside. Textbook move into the centre S. He's going to try and hang it around through into the Curva del Sol. Still side by side with Valtteri Bottas. We'll get the move done. And, oh, Valtteri goes a bit wide out of the Curva del Sol. Down to the Subida del Lago. And he's going to keep P3. So Esteban Ocon into P3. As we go back to, is that man Gasly? That's my man Gasly trying to pass Max Verstappen into the centre. Oh, that's easy. Good. Oh, somebody locked up in front of it. Who was that locking up? I can't see because the sun's blinding. It looks like one of the Ferraris. Is that Sebastian Vettel? Looks like it is. Seb Vettel is down to the Subida del Lago. Go get you some, Pierre. Pierre Gasly. Hey, what a teammate I've got. If he keeps performing like that, he'll be on the podium this race. You can see that coming as we head up to the line to start lap number 3. You're not going to see a lot of us, I think, because of this big DRS zone down the main straight here to the centre S as we set a fastest lap. Wow, 107. Good lord, that's fast, as we see Kimi Räikkönen having to go to Nico Hülkenberg for P10, and that should be done and dusted before the centre S. It is. Textbook move into the centre S, and through will go Kimi as we see Lewis Hamilton. Is that Hamilton and Verstappen? Yes, it is, for P14 on the track. Side by side into the centre S. This may be a little longer getting sorted out, but that's nice and easy. There's Pierre. What's Pierre doing now? Is he going to attack Hülkenberg? I think he is. It's going to be a late one round the outside, is he? Oh, he's forced him into a bit of a mistake. Get you some Pierre Gasly. Woohoo! Move him into P12. That was pretty impressive there as we go... Actually, sorry, move him into P11, sorry. As we see... Who is this? Oh! What went on there? Well, no, I mean, God knows what went on there. I think that was Hamilton and Verstappen fighting over a P14 still. Hamilton went very wide there as we go further up the field now. This is, is that Bottas and Stroll or Bottas and Sorokin? Whoever it is that move the Williams. No, don't move the Williams up. I thought the Williams would have him there. As we go now, the Red Bulls are starting to fight. Verstappen and Ricciardo. That's going to be for P14. Will the senior man get the better of the inexperienced man, or will the youth of Verstappen? Look at that. It's round the outside and it's job done. There might be free wide down into the Curva del Sol. He's having to think about it, is Magnussen. He's just picked both of their pockets. You cheeky Dane. Nope, the Danes actually decided, no, you're alright, I'll stay back here. But speaking of free wide, what the hell? I've got people going free wide all over the place. That's a rock into P4 past Bottas, and Stroll might be joining them into the Ferradura. Absolutely move Stroll into P5. Oh no, Bottas, nope. Yeah, they're going to go side by side in the Pica de Plateau. You don't want to be doing that. I think Stroll should have the traction now. Should have the traction, put the power down, thank you very much. And that's move him. No, move's not quite done yet. Gonna get, oh, look at that view through the mid-aero. And now Bottas gets the move done on young Lance Stroll. Meanwhile, we're still here, we still exist.
11.6
6 going into the Curva del Sol as we go back to, yep, you guessed it, Stroll and Bottas. This is going to be done wow. That was done before even they got to over the start-finish line. That was crazy. Now, who's that fighting in the background? I saw McLaren there fighting. Is that Alonso and Leclerc? Could be Alonso and Leclerc were fighting there for P7. As we see, look at the background there. That's Gasly passing Raikkonen. Go get you some. Pierre Gasly into the top 10. Will that move be done and dusted? Yes, it will. And there's the two Saubers there as we see Leclerc now ahead. As we go to Verstappen and Magnussen for P14. Magnussen's a long way back with DRS so powerful. It's so powerful. Thank you very much. Good Lord. That is done, dusted, and everything else in between. But, well, no, it's not done actually. I thought it was. He's going another goes, Magnussen, as Hamilton and Ricciardo fight in the background. Round the outside of the... Oh, something flew off there. I don't know what that was. Might want to go pick that up. Still side by side, Magnussen and Verstappen into the Ferradura. Will Verstappen get the traction? Yes, he will. I think Magnussen's lost a piece of his wing. That's what's going on there. As we enter lap number 7 now. This is going to be our pit stop, I do believe. As we go into the Curva del... Sorry, that's Sabina del Lago. Who are we looking at here? That's, yeah, I think Magnussen's got some problems with his front wing because Hamilton's just blown past him with the greatest of ease. And if he's not careful, Ricciardo could be right on his back bumper as we go a little further around the Curva del Sol. And, yeah, he's gone to the inside, defending like mad. Ricciardo's going to get him all the way around the outside, I hope. Oh, well, no, maybe not. That was a good bit of defending there from Kevin Magnussen. Give credit where credit's due. He's not the best in that Haas, but he's doing pretty well. As we see, look at Grosjean there for a second. As we come up the hill to the centre S. Is this pit stop time? Yes, it is. This is our stop here. Whoa! We were full on attack then into the pits. Full on attack and everything else, including the mother of Sergio Perez's children. What a stop from like that is seamless. I'm going to be sorry to see these guys go next season. Really, really sorry to see these guys go. There you go. Through where are we going to come out? We're going to come out. I think we're going to come out around the front. There's a nice big gap right there. Let's see if we can come out in that gap. Yeah, that's a good gap to come out into as we go to... Now this happened while we were in the pits. This is going to be Ricciardo and Magnussen, I think, yeah, for P15. Let's see if that's Ricciardo getting the job done. So I think, if I'm right, you should see us on the outside somewhere. There's another going... And there you are, we're in front of this. So we came out in front of Magnussen and Ricciardo. Magnussen's back past Ricciardo. So whatever Magnussen's problem was, it's... not quite done and dusted. So we're now we're in P15 behind Hamilton. As you see, one of the Force Indies pitting. Is that Perez? Whoa, there's another full-on attack as well. It is Perez. So let's see where Perez comes out in relative to us, because we had one lap on this guy. See if we can go for the undercut. Be useful if we could get the undercut. If we can't, then fair enough. But we'd like to see if we can at least try. Who's that on the outside? I don't know who that is. Looked like one of the Williams on the outside there. See where we are. We're in that gaggle somewhere, so I think Perez is going to get a bit of a jump on us there. In fact, there we are. We're coming up behind Gasly, I think it is, as we go back to... Well, this happened while Perez was in the stop. This is myself. We've got Hamilton trying to pass Ricciardo. Whoa! Free wide, steaming down the inside. Woohoo! What a move! That's how you get that done. Gotta wake up a bit early to smell the coffee there, and we're still... well, this is actually live, actually, as we try around the outside of Ferradura. Good lord, we've owned Kimi Räikkönen there. Sorry, that was Vettel. I do apologise. That would be for P12. I do believe, well, it might not be for P12 now. We are on a charge. That Force India is right in front of us, and we are moving. As here comes Ocon for his pit stop. Good lord! What do you have to say about that? That was some mighty fine overtaking there. I know I shouldn't drink and drive, but I am. Deal with it. There we go. That missed. Dear me. So where's Ocon going to come out? He should come out right behind Perez and company. Myself and Perez. He might even be... well, he's pretty lonely there. As we go to one of Mercedes' cars here. That is... That's Valtteri Bottas for P5. Is that Gasly? Hey, Gasly! Go on, Pierre! Look at Pierre go! Pierre Gasly, they're going to be free wide at the moment. Here comes one of the Williams cars as well, getting in on the action. I don't know which one that is. Looks like Sirotkin. Or is it Stroll? I don't know, but Gasly's now into P5. Good lord, Gasly's got a rocket ship on. I have the rocket ship in America. He's got the rocket ship this weekend. That's the kind of amplitude we want from my man Gasly. We've won the Constructors' Championship. Let's take it easy. What a Constructors' Championship. Oh dear. That is a Haas blowing up, and that looks like Roman Grosjean. And if he parks it on the outside of Ferradura, that's going to be a virtual safety car. Well, that's a virtual safety car. Gotta be.
They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Right on the. We got DRS now as well. This is going to be fun because we are right on the back bumper of Sergio Perez now. That pink car has really been struggling on these soft tyres, but look at us. It's like the car has all of a sudden come to. We were happy for second, and we were happy to settle for second, but there's the yellow for Grosjean retiring on
clear.
lap 10. But yeah, let's see where this one goes, because this could go either way. As we go back to, who is this? Oh, this is Ricciardo and Vettel for P14. Down the inside goes Sebastian Vettel into the Sabina de Largo. Thank you very much indeed. Will he hold it there? Yes, he will. That had to be close there. As we come up to myself and Sergio Perez now. This is for the lead of the race. Gonna be into the center S of the move that Ayrton Senna would have been much proud of. That had been coming for a while. I know what is Perez with these soft tyres, but he just didn't have the grip or the traction. And that'll be P1 for ourselves. Thank you very much. We'll stick in the middle of the track if Sergio wants to come and get it from us. Come and get it, Sergio, because you're not having it. Speaking of having it, here comes Pierre for P4. Look, what a helicopter view into the center S. Go on, Pierre. Who is he passing there? That's Sergei Sirotkin. Get in there, Pierre. Woohoo! P4. And he started down at about P17, something like that. What a drive from my man Gasly. I'm calling up Anthony Davidson right now. Give him driver of the day as we go to Stroll. He's going to have a go on Valtteri Bottas for P8. No, P6, sorry. I do apologise. I can't count. Oh, that was mighty close there. He might have another go down into Sabina de Largo. He's got, is that Kimi Räikkönen? Yeah, that's Kimi Räikkönen right on his heels. He's going to have another go down the outside into the Sabina de Largo. We'll go with Lance Stroll and move the Canadian up into P5. Sorry, P6. I'm getting my numbers all confused here. But look at us in the lead and loving life. Woohoo! We've got pole easy, and now we've got this race in the bag, and we've still got Sergio right on our
Battery
tail.
charge is
He's
low.
keeping us
If we
as
turn
honest as
down
we
the
like.
ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
Yes, I know battery charge is low. We're trying to charge the battery here as we go to Vettel and Ricciardo for P14. I'll tell you now, this is going to be a race-long battle, this is. We're seeing... Oh, that's a brilliant move into the Center S. Done before the Center S, actually. Well done, Danny Rick. In fact, this is live, actually, so let's see what happens now into the Subida del Lago. I imagine here comes Vettel back past. No, it's going to be around the outside. Give a go. Side by side, Verstappen is right behind him, and round the outside will go Sebastian Vettel. That is going to be a race-long battle, if I do say so for myself. Here comes Perez. He's going to line us up. We've gone right to the inside. If he wants it, go to the outside, because you're going to have to go all the way around and wake up very late. We almost push him onto the grass. That was aggressive. That's as aggressive as we've been this season. Yeah, you didn't like that one, did you, Sergio?
Engine is
Don't
looking a
keep
little
your
worn. Power output
nose
will
in
be
check.
less than optimal.
You sit yourself back there. If I ever see that nose again, I will chop it off. Aha, Vivi! Yalavul, Yalavul. As we, now who are we going to? Kimi Raikkonen here. He's battling with Marcus Ericsson. That is for P... What is for P? I can't read my own writing. That's P8. Oh, that was almost... he's still got a wheel in there as Marcus. He's going to go round the outside into Ferradura. That is ballsy for the Swede. You're going to have to wake up pretty early to get that one on the ice, man. And oh, that was close. That was mighty, mighty close there. He was almost waking up and smelling the coffee there, was the Swede. As we now go up the hill, lap 14, come and start lap number 15. We've still got Sergio Perez. We warned you, Sergio. You put that nose in there and we will chop it off. I will promise you that now. He's having to think about it. He almost got the grass trying to pass as he knocked... I reckon that should be it now. His tyres have got to be shot to pieces. I don't know what has happened since he's gone on these soft tyres, but that car has just not performed. It has not performed in the slightest. And that's rather worrying. That, as we go, who's this? This is that Sebastian? No, it's Kimi. Kimi and Marcus. This time Marcus gets the job done. Move him up to P8. Oh, he's not quite got the job done. Kimi's still there, going around the outside of Curva del Sol. But Marcus will get that advantage as we see Alonso getting close as well. Kimi Raikkonen have another go down the outside into the Subida del Lago. Will he put the nose in there? He's side by side with the Swede and the Sauber, but keep Marcus Ericsson in P8. Thank you very much. That's a hell of a momentum as we go to Kimi's teammate Sebastian Vettel. He's fighting with Daniel Ricciardo again. I told you it's going to be a race-long battle. Round the outside into the Center S. No! Side by side going through the Center S. Yes, please. Thank you very much. That is the kind of action I want to see out of this car. This could be my car next year, is that Red Bull. Yes, and please. Will Seb get the job done? No, he won't. Move Daniel Ricciardo finally into P14 ahead of the German four-time champion of the world. Meanwhile, Sergio Perez is starting to fall off, so it should be an easy stroll to victory from here. Thank you. That is the kind of
Gap
thing
to
that we
teammate
want
behind
to
is
see.
20.3 seconds.
It's also the kind of thing that I like to see as well. As we go through the Curva del Sol, down the long straight to the Subida del Lago. I can speak Portuguese. Maybe not as well as some people can speak Portuguese, but I can
There's
speak
3
Portuguese.
laps of fuel remaining.
Subida del Lago meaning late descent. There you go. You learn something new every day with me. Into the Ferradura. Here we go again. Can you see this coming? Into the Center S will go Sebastian Vettel side by side with Daniel Ricciardo. And move Seb. Not quite. He should get the move done. There we go. Around the outside. And that is job done. P14. Back to Sebastian Vettel. Through the Subida del Lago. And now you see Max Verstappen right on the tail of Daniel Ricciardo. Will Ricciardo let Verstappen have a go at Vettel? He'll go around the outside actually of Sebastian Vettel. He wants P14 back, but Sebastian's not going to give it him. That was Ricciardo, and wait. Hold your position and wait. But he's no, side by side into the Ferradura. Good lordy. Have some of that one. Boom, bang, thank you. Oh, it's not quite done yet. They may be former teammates, these two, in the Red Bull days, but they will give each other no respect. And through will finally go Ricciardo into P14.
Some
Sort
information
it
on
out
Stroll.
back there, gentlemen.
They're slowing down.
But if you
It
don't,
seems
I'll
like
sort
there's
it
some
out
kind of
for you.
problem with their car.
And it will not end the way that you want it to end as we go through the Sabina Largo up to the Ferradura for the penultimate time. Lap number 17. You haven't seen much of us, but we have just been absolutely flying as we go back to Ricciardo, Vettel and Verstappen. Verstappen is now interested in P14 as well. So, oh, that is round the outside. Tell you what, that's going to be done. That's easy. Oh, that's easy. Now, you watch Ricciardo. He'll come right back at him through the Curva del Sol down to the Sabina de Largo. They're so close. Keep an eye on Van Dorn behind him. Van Dorn's getting close as well to Verstappen. As we have a think about... Oh, he's gone for the cutback move. Oh, Vettel blocked him off. That was cheeky. He went for the cutback and Vettel blocked him off. That was very, very cheeky there. As we come across the line, start last lap. Lap 18 out of number 18 into the Center S we go. And then over the curve in the Center S through the Sabina de Largo. Sorry, through the Curva del Sol, I do apologise. And now down this long straight to the Sabina de Largo. The gap to Perez is around about, what is it, half a second. So he's kept us very honest as Sergio, and we appreciate that. We appreciate a good driver that keeps us honest. We've not waltzed away with it, but we have done all that needs to be taken as we go, yep, you guessed it, back to Ricciardo trying to pass Vettel. And look at Van Dorn has got close to Verstappen. There might be a double pass going into the Center S here. That sun is so blinded I can't see. As Verstappen, let's have a look. So Vettel's still ahead of Ricciardo, and Verstappen is still ahead of Van Dorn. But here goes big lock up from Sebastian Vettel, and Ricciardo will go around the outside finally. That's P14 for the Aussie man. And you can see that Van Dorn and Verstappen are getting very, very close there. But we should be somewhere around the Young Cow corner. In fact, we come out of Young Cow. It's up the hill for the final time. I don't know what number victory this is going to be for the season, but I think this has been a hard-fought victory and a well-deserved victory as well. Come across the line. P1, baby! Woohoo!
Great job. You've done everything we wanted today.
That's how it's done, boys. That's how it's done.
So, another fantastic victory for Toro Rosso today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
And it's time now for the podium celebrations, and how well deserved is this one? This is a team all about giving talented young drivers an opportunity to race and to win. Toro Rosso are your winners here today. Poole increases their championship lead. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I'll probably go for Pierre Gasly. The team did a good job with the strategy to put him in amongst the pack, but it's the driver's job to capitalise on those opportunities, and he did so with a lot of skill.
The Constructors' title may already be decided, but another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So, thoroughly deserved driver of the day for Pierre Gasly. Finished fourth there. We won the race from Sergio Perez and Esteban Ocon. And Pierre Gasly in fourth. Sergei Sorokin, Valtteri Bottas, Marcus Ericsson, Lance Stroll. P8, then Fernando Alonso and Kimi Raikkonen round out the top 10. I think Pierre deserved driver of the day there. He was on form from the word go. You couldn't stop that freight train. He was coming to take P4 whether anyone wanted it or not. Oh dear. I think we only had one retirement, wasn't it? And it was just Grosjean. Nico Hulkenberg close to scoring a point for Renault. Which is good. Well, just one retirement? Yeah, just one retirement. Oh, Vettel finished P17. What happened there? I don't know. Wow, that was bad. Anyway, let's go see Claire. I'm sure she'll have something interesting to say. Yeah, look out.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy.
Very.
Was there really any competition for
No,
you
because
today?
them Force Indias were crap. Only from my teammate, because this team is on fire.
You must be happy with the result today.
Of course, I'm ecstatic. I beat the Force Indias. What are you talking about? Just all came together, really, didn't it?
You're surpassing all expectations. Can anything or anyone stop you?
Hell no. Hell no. Getting a movable
It
object.
wasn't the cleanest race today,
Yeah,
was
you're
it?
right, he wasn't. I was an idiot magnet today. I was a pure and utter idiot magnet. Yeah. Force India.
Appreciate your time.
Appreciate your time. Oh dear. She comes up with the stupidest questions sometimes. I don't think I'll beat Charles in the rival, which I'm a bit miffed about. I would have liked to have done.
Fantastic podium. Well done. Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season.
It was nice to see me up at the top step as well, Claire. Emma,
We've received
you're Emma.
invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether
Am I
or not
really
to
that bad?
participate before the end of this weekend.
Dear me. Oh well, we can't buy a thing, can we, for Toro Rosso? That's a shame. We'd have loved to have bought something. Do we get any upgrades for Abu Dhabi? I think we do. Mind you, if we don't get anything for Toro Rosso, look at the state we're leaving them in. We are leaving them in an absolute whopping position. That should make Abu Dhabi. No problem there. So then, that's it then. Thank you for watching. Hope you did enjoy that video, because I certainly enjoyed that race. Leave a like if you did, helps me out a ton. And until the next race around Abu Dhabi, that's for Toro Rosso. We'll see you all next time. So take care, everybody.